Our friends from the media fraternity, we don't take you for granted. Today, it's not supposed to be a very good day, like many days in the recent past. But we refuse to lament. We decide to choose faith over fear. So in that spirit, I want to congratulate the people of Kayunga. I want to congratulate you, Madam Chairperson. I want to congratulate all the leaders that were involved in that bloody election, but secured our victory. We won. We got the victory. We have it. Just the cowards did not declare us. But we are the winners. The people of Kayunga, please carry back the message to them. Tell them the country and the world is proud of them. The entire world was watching this election. Kayunga was Uganda summarized. And ladies and gentlemen, Kayunga removed any doubt about what we told the world after the January 14th election. And today, I tell you that people are not wondering anymore who murdered Fefe Kaserubogo and why he was murdered. Now we know. Friends, where we are now goes further to show us the realities of our country. Museveni, in my view, is at his lowest of morality. In the past, he would use some sense at least. But now, he is all out. I was wondering when one of the speakers addressed Museveni as President Museveni. He's not president. If he is, what am I? Museveni is not president. Museveni has never been elected to be president of Uganda. Never in history. Museveni is a rebel that took up arms against what he called a rigged election. But history shows us it was not even 10% as rigged as he rigs elections today. So this is a rebel, and rebels are characterized with three things, among others. That is lying, that is stealing, and that is killing. So for anybody who expects Museveni to behave like a statesman, you surprise me. We said it in the past. We're not just realizing who Museveni is, we're only realizing how low he's prepared to go. But we knew that he was a crook. We knew that. And we told the world when we were going for the 2021 elections, we told them that we do not expect Museveni and his rigging machinery to announce us. You all saw Byabakama and the way he was conducting himself, right from when he, together with the police, denied us opportunity as provided by the law to go around the country consulting, and the consequent things he did, including blocking us from campaigning within the campaign. So we did not expect Byabakama to declare us, but we went ahead to go into the election because we told them that either we will get our victory announced, declared, or we will be able to use this election, the 2021 election, to open the eyes of the people of Uganda and expose the regime to the maximum. That we did. But as if that was not enough, Museveni gave us yet another opportunity. He did not wait for us to expose him. He exposed himself. The coward that Museveni is, I get disturbed when they call him a general. What kind of general is such a coward? What kind of general? that cannot face a moral fight, a moral contestation. He surrounded my house, put me under house arrest. And I said, look at this. I did not step a foot in Kayunga, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody was in Kayunga. Billions of state resources were deployed in Kayunga. We beat Museveni hands down. Museveni, we beat you hands down. I challenge you to one election, even in your home district, a free and fair election. We beat him. We beat him so bad to an extent when they said, okay, now we don't care what the world thinks. We don't even care what our families think. And that's what they did. So we are not here just crying foul. We are here to reassert ourselves to the world, to the nation, but also to laugh at you, Mr. Museveni. Shame on you. Friends, I want you to know that this time around, like in the recent past, Museveni is trying as much as possible to discourage us from elections. You saw what he did earlier on this year, went for the elections. But even when we took a case to court, he gave yet another opportunity to the court. The people of Kayunga, Museveni has special interest in that place. Some of us will pay attention to history. You would realize why he even blocked Kabaka from going to Kayunga. The leaders of Kayunga know how rich Kayunga is in terms of gold, in terms of natural resources, land, forests, etc. And you know how much your land has been targeted for land grabbing. So Museveni wants to take over Kayunga under whatever circumstances. The chairperson of Kayunga, the newly elected chairperson, Madam Nakwede Harriet Kafero, has told us that he's going to court. I shared with her, I told her that that is only an opportunity to once again expose the judiciary as well. The same way it was in January, when Owinyi Doro behaved in the most illegal manner. So Mr. Owinyi Doro and your judiciary, we are coming to you again. We're offering you yet another opportunity to undress yourself. They would claim that we didn't have all the declaration forms on the presidential elections. Here they are now. And we are not crying to you to give us justice. We are asking you to spare yourself and your credibility and your legacy. It is you that we are giving a favor. Take it or leave it. We are not begging you. Fellow Ugandans, I want you to know that Museveni is provoking us. He's provoking the worst in us. Museveni wants us to be violent so that he gets justification to kill us. He's speaking the same words that Obote was saying to him. We have, as a leadership, encouraged our people to keep non-violent. And yes, we are non-violent. But I want to tell you that with time, we are losing the ability to hold back some people. While we are violent, while we are non-violent, while we are peaceful, while we are constitutional, that is us. Many Ugandans are oppressed and they want to resort to various means. And we are not going to stop those who want to resort to witchcraft, those who want to resort to prayers, those who want to resort to insults, and those who want to resort to violence. We are only controlling ourselves as a leadership. It has been told to us since time immemorial that those who make peaceful change impossible make violent revolution inevitable. You are dealing with young people, angry and hungry young people, so don't mess with them. You better not. Now that we know that Museveni is trying to discourage us from elections so that we give up on them, he wants to discourage us from going for by-elections, because I've heard some voices saying, no, elections don't make sense. Yes, they don't make sense in terms of legality, in terms of declaration of the rightful candidate, but they open up the eyes of the people. They are such a spark, and that's why we've been going for elections. So to you, Mr. Museveni, we are not going to give up on elections. No, we are not. We shall continue going to the people, and you will continue exposing yourself until a time when you cannot do that nonsense anymore. And that time is soon coming. So, to you, Mr. Museveni, once again, we will not yield to your violence. No, we will not. We are not like you. If it was violence, we would have resorted to violence long time ago. Let the world know that you are the violent liar and we are the peaceful statesmen and women. To our leaders, the members of parliament, and various other leaders, we've been telling you this right from the word go. We are reiterating the same thing. Those positions that you occupy are not positions to be comfortable. Those are positions, offices to use to further the struggle. They don't make sense when we still have Dictator Museveni sitting on our heads. They don't. So don't be comfortable. Let that position be your war front. To the members of parliament, let parliament be another war front. Let it not be business as usual. This is not politics as usual, ladies and gentlemen. To other forces of change, those comrades in the opposition, and all those that have been pushing for change in Uganda. I've read on social media about people that I hitherto had respect for, blaming the victims, blaming us for winning Kayunga and not being declared. Some are blaming me for being arrested in my home. I want you, brothers and sisters, to know that we see you by your actions, not by your words. And I want you to know that a dictator like Museveni will use you with or without your knowledge. They will try to use you to show an image of a disunited opposition. We've told you time and again that we are not the opposition. You can take that. We are not. We are the option. Okay? So it does not make sense at all for the world to see you fight against those people that are pushing into the same direction with you. Or else, that will be another opportunity for you also to expose yourself. We are fighting a dictatorship. And we expect you, as people that brag to have more experience than us, to know that a dictatorship will abuse any right. So for you to see a dictator, rolling out in the most humiliating manner to your comrades or perceived comrades, and you come out to celebrate, I think that's rather shameful. So to fellow Ugandans out there, I've heard you many times ask me to come and tell you what to do. Are you sure you don't know what to do? I'm telling you today, please don't wait for me to tell you what to do. This is your country. I'm just another citizen of Uganda like you. And this generation is not a generation that picked those so-called elites. And I like how one of the comrades put it, was that comrade Nyanzi. Those so-called intellectuals are the misfortune of our country. Byabakama, he's a judge, Musajja Mulamuzi Mulamba. But are you sure you would want him, you would want your 6-year-old son to exchange heads with Byabakama? Really? Singaba kama omwana we myaka mukaaga kaba muteekeko mutoga byabakama ne byabalowooza. Do you agree? You'd rather stay with your 6-year-old. So these are the people who exchanged whose brains and stomachs exchanged positions. We are on our own. You are on your own. The same way you were able to guard the vote in Kayunga, even without me, is the same way you can push this dictator out using any means necessary. So temuddeeyo kugamba bugambi titulinze president atubulire ekyokola mukimanyi. Organize, mobilize, make sure you make everybody understand why we are fighting this dictatorship. Then go ahead and do what? Like I said, comrades, we are non-violent. We are non-violent, but we don't have power over the violent ones. We promote non-violence because we don't believe, we are not like Museveni, we don't believe in violence at all. But I will tell you this, that there will be a time when Ugandans will stop listening to any voice of reason. That will be a dangerous time, and General Museveni, you're too old, you better not push the nation there. I will tell you that we shall continue using all methods, and we have quite plenty of methods, including music. And even today, in fact now,
yes.
Friends, exposing this regime, you might think it does not yield. But last 3 years, since Arua, we did not use violence, we did not use any guns because we don't have them, but Museveni has lost credibility internationally. He's investing billions of taxpayers' money, he's outdoing himself, embarrassing himself, and doing all those things, trying to respond to our non-violence. So, for us, we are team exposing, team Kulabisa. So let's go ahead exposing this dictator. That is a very, very powerful weapon.